it's Matt at RuffHouse Studios, and welcome to my product spotlight for the ALTAFUSE Ultrasonic Infuser. This video is sponsored by ALTAFUSE. If you'd like to learn more or to purchase an infuser, please visit ALTAFUSE.com. Okay, first we're going to unbox the ALTAFUSE. They also included some of the gummy mix, so we'll review that too. That was taped on the top of the box there, so I took that off. Now I'm unpacking the box. Inside of the box you find the unit itself, the casing. There's also a glass pitcher that's used that you put inside the device for the infusion. There's a strainer and a funnel. The strainer goes into the funnel. I'll show you how to use that. A cleaning brush. There's the lid that also has the ultrasonic generator, instruction manual, and some gummy mix. Okay, so now we're going to take a little closer look at the device. You can see there's a glass pitcher that is in the bottom there, and then the lid goes on top of that pitcher and seals it off. I put the lid on backwards, but the lid goes directions out away from the handle, so then the contacts can connect inside of the device there, just like that. And then it kind of latches into place there, and it sits on a little heating element at the bottom there. Really cool looking, good quality feel to it, a lot of metal, stainless steel. This is a really cool little funnel, and then there's a strainer that goes in that. We'll use that at the end. There's a cleaning brush that's used to clean that funnel, and then on the top of the device there is the control panel, and then a really cool built-in scale right there. So that is really neat. It's kind of like an all-in-one device here. It also dries cannabis or herbs and decarbs. So the first thing we're going to do is look at that decarb mode. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. It plugs into any regular 110 outlet. And then you can see it comes on, and by default it comes on in the weighing mode. And so it says weight there, and you can see when I touch the pad, it changes the weight. So I just really find that super convenient that you can just turn it on. You don't need a separate device there. So that's really clever that they built that in. So I'm going to load in about 25 grams of dried cannabis. It's not the best quality cannabis, but it's really perfect for making edibles with that kind of stuff that you don't really want to smoke that much. So this does need to be decarboxylated. So we're going to use the activate mode, which is the mode that will decarboxylate the cannabis. So I've loaded the cannabis into the tray or into the glass pitcher, put the lid on, and then we're going to set that to the activate mode on the far left there. And then you can see it switches to the default temperature, which is 260 degrees Fahrenheit, but you can alter that temperature downwards or upwards. And but I actually want to do it at the default just to see how it works. So we're going to put that back at 260 degrees. And then you can also adjust the time, but we're going to leave it at the default setting for 40 minutes. You can't really, it doesn't really make any noise, or you can't really tell it's on so much. Maybe a little slight bit of odor at the end, but it's pretty well sealed, so you really don't even smell it or anything like that. So the fact that it will dry your cannabis if it needs drying, it'll decarb your cannabis without creating much of a smell, and the fact that it has that scale built right into it so you don't need another device really sets this apart from most of the other products on the market. And then you can see at the end of the mode, it's steamed up the inside of the glass there. Like I said, it's sealed pretty well. You might get a little tiny little faint smell, but it's actually pretty discreet as far as that goes. Okay, so now we're going to make an infusion with the decarbed cannabis there. That's the 25 grams of cannabis. And I think it said it's 19 ounces is the max amount of oil that you would put in there when you're using the ALTAFUSE mode. Now, if you're using the regular Infuse mode without the ultrasonic, you can fill it a little higher, but for the ALTAFUSE mode, which we're going to try out, you do need to keep it at the fill line in there. That's got a line that indicates the max. Of course, that raises up a little bit more when you put that generator down in there. So there we go. And I'm using refined coconut oil. I just want a real sort of neutral oil that I can put in different things. And we are going to make some gummies at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around with that. And then, so what we're going to use, like I said, we're going to use the ALTAFUSE mode. There's a mode up there you see that says Infuse. That would be not using the ultrasonic technology. but we do want to use the ultrasonic technology. The range of the temperature is like 120 to 160 on the ultrasonic mode. On the regular infuse mode, you can go a good bit higher on the temperature, all the way up to 220. But I really like the idea of being able to infuse at a much lower temperature, because that will preserve our terpenes and the different flavor profiles. And you can see that it's just really a lot of activity going on in there. You don't really hear it, and it doesn't like vibrate or anything, but you can see that the ultrasonic capabilities in there are really, this is in real time there. That wasn't sped up. It looked like it was sped up, but it's not. I wish I knew more about how the ultrasonic generator helps create the infusion, but you can tell it's really doing something in there without being extremely hot. And it's also really fast. I mean, 60 minutes as compared to 2 to 3 hours on most other methods. I mean, just amazing. So we've gone through the cycle now, and here's how that little strainer works. It's really nice. I like that funnel. It's real easy to funnel it through something when you're trying to strain it out. It's all heavy duty stainless steel, but the little pins on that, the two little pins on the bottom, you squeeze together and stick down into the funnel head, and it holds it in there real tight and makes a nice seal. And it's a nice mesh screen that's big enough to let the oil go through quickly, but small enough to keep almost all of the particles out of it. And you'll see that here as we pour it through there. So we're going to go ahead and then strain out the oil from that infused cannabis. And like I said, I love that strainer. This is one of my favorite strainers yet, because it catches, there's no sediment coming through, but at the same time, it went through really quickly. Maybe because of the funnel shape or just the right size holes or whatever, but just perfect there. I'll be using that strainer when I use other infusers. Okay, and like I said, the gummies aren't included, but they did send some along so that we could try them out. And really one of the easiest gummy kits I've ever used. You just use some hot water, like 150, 160 degrees, below 175. You don't want it boiling or anything, but just like hot water. And then a couple of tablespoons at the max of the oil, and the mix itself, you mix it together, and boom, it's ready to go. You can pour it right into your molds. I did have a little bit of cloudiness in the molds when I was pouring it out of the jar. When I switched to the syringe, because especially these small gummies, it came out more clear. So I'm not really sure what that was there. But like I say, it went away when I started using the syringe instead. But either way, really great. If you'd like to learn more or to purchase one of these, you can check them out at ALTAFUSE.com. And check the description of the video for a discount code. Hope you enjoyed the spotlight. If you did, please grab a gummy, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you know when we release a new video. This is Matt from RuffHouse Studios. Thanks for watching, y'all.